Welcome back to Talk That Talk with DivaSpeaks Relationships. My name is AnGala, and we have another question in the inbox. So let's just get right to it. One of our good sisters wrote, "How do I cope with the fact that my husband wants a divorce because he says I'm lazy and I act like a child?" Once again, the letter that's posed, not too many details, okay? How do I cope with the fact that my husband wants a divorce because he says I'm lazy and I act like a child? Well, I'm not going to be long-winded in my response. I'm going to tell you a few things after I ask this. Is there any truth to what he's saying? Is there any truth to what he's saying? Are you guilty of being lazy? Have you slacked off? Okay? Have you taken his presence and the marriage and him for granted? Are you being immature? Are these some areas of the marriage and within the home that he has raised his concerns, he's complained, and he's had several conversations with you about the issues that now he wants to divorce you on? And if you can truthfully answer those questions and you can say, my husband has complained about this, that, and a third. Yes, I may throw a temper tantrum here, or there. Yes, whatever, regarding the acting like a child. Then if you don't want to lose that man in that marriage, I suggest you straighten up, sis. Straighten up, get it together. Start attempting to improve upon the areas that your man is complaining about, or you're going to end up divorced. And if you don't want that, it's time to take him serious. Because that man has one foot out the door if he's already telling you, I want a divorce because you're lazy and you act like a child. A grown man don't want an immature woman, okay? And a grown man don't want no woman who doesn't know how to handle the affairs in the house. Now, I don't know if you keep a clean house, if you're nasty, if you're untidy, if you're unsanitary or not. But if your man has a problem with the way you're doing things, it's time to sit down and have a conversation and really get serious about fixing it if you don't want to end up in divorce court. And see where, things could go if. So guys, if you're just now tuning in, we got a short and sweet question in the inbox from one of our good sisters who is she's in trouble. She's in trouble because her husband came to her and told her, listen, I want a divorce. And I want a divorce because you're lazy and you act like a child, and I'm sick of it now. The last part I'm paraphrasing. So she's trying to figure out a way how to cope with it. And I'm like, cope with it? If you don't want a divorce, it's time to shape up. Shape up and fix it. If you don't, you're going to end up losing that marriage and that man behind something that you could have fixed. And I posed the question to our good sister. Now, be honest. Has this man been coming to you telling you about the areas that he's complaining about, that he has a problem with it? Have you had more than one conversation regarding these areas? Your immaturity, you not, showing initiative, or you not being ambitious, or whatever that lazy could be, because she didn't really go into detail. Lazy could be she don't keep a clean house. Lazy could be she don't keep up a hygiene. Lazy could be a host of things. But if he has a problem with it and you want to keep that marriage and that man, you sit down and you talk to your man and you have some ideas on how you could improve and see if he's open to trying to save your marriage, okay? But I'm going to tell you, don't no man want no lazy woman or no little girl. He wants a grown woman that knows how to conduct herself accordingly, especially when it comes to running that household and being his woman. If you have a real man, And if you know that you are guilty of not pulling your weight, if you are guilty of behaving anything other than being a grown, mature woman, then it's time to shape up or end up losing that man and that marriage to a woman who isn't lazy and who knows how to act like a grown woman. Okay, that's my answer. This has been Talk That Talk with DivaSpeaks Relationships. My name is AnGala, and until the next time, guys, toodles. To Talk That Talk with DivaSpeaks Relationships. My name is AnGala, and of course, we have another question in the inbox that we need to tackle. But before we get started, if you haven't had a chance to subscribe to my Roku, the Apple TV, or the Amazon Fire, make sure that you add those channels on your devices today. And you can also catch my televised version of DivaSpeaks Relationships every second and fourth Friday of the month at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Spectrum Cable and AT&T Uverse. If you are in the Carolinas, those channels would be Channel 21 on Spectrum, Channel 99 on AT&T Uverse, and I also air on TDS TV. So if you are somewhere out there in the Carolinas and your service is TDS TV, check your local listings. For those of you who are not quite sure if you have those particular cable and or satellite services, just check your local listings to see if the DivaSpeaks Relationships talk show airs in your area. Otherwise, stay tuned and tune in to my talk show once again every second and fourth Friday of the month on those particular cable and satellite services. Add me on Apple, Roku, and Amazon Fire. You can also live stream my show on those dates at that time on Access 21's Roku channel, their Apple channel, as well as from the television station's website, which is tvaccess21.com. You can live stream it from the website, your cell phone, your tablets, your iPads, or whatever. Just stay tuned and stay connected. But that is